Welcome back. This is Crimson from Mediocre Gamers and Marvel Champions Monthly Podcast. We're doing a custom spotlight. So, let's jump right into it. So our first card is going to be the Wolverine. And it is going to be this one. Now, there are a couple different ones. Most of them have 1-3-1. This one happens to have 1-2-2. So, it's one of the reasons why I was very interested in it, because I wasn't so bent on attacking. So let's take a look at him. Okay, so flip side Logan, 3 recovery, mutant, survivor, pretty, so far so good. 6 hand size, 11 hit points, healing factor, response. After you use your basic recovery power, ready Logan, once per round. That's really good. Let's take a look at the other side. 5 hand size, still 11 hit points. 1-2-2, mutant X-Men, kill frenzy. Response: after Wolverine attacks, spend a physical resource and ready Wolverine. If the attack enemy was defeated, Wolverine gets +1 attack until end of round, and this is limit once per round. So, great healing ability. I actually like this healing ability out of all the other ones. I find this one to be the most thematic with it, not discarding a whole bunch of cards to get it. It's just, look, he heals, you get a untap. I really like it. Kill Frenzy is okay. I probably won't use it all that much because it requires the physical resource, and we are going Justice because, well, that's me. It's what I do. But if I do get a physical resource or, like, say, a Quinn Carrier, yeah, I'll definitely use it. I mean, it's a damn good ability. It's a 1-2 punch on a character, so I'll take it. Although it's still 2 attack instead of 3, so it is what it is. Let's look at his obligation. So Weapon X, same as everything. Exhaust Logan, remove Weapon X from the game. If you don't, deal damage to a friendly character equal to your attack. Discard this obligation. Okay, so a friendly character could, well, so this doesn't say deal damage to another friendly character. So you could technically deal damage to yourself, which honestly is kind of thematic. I mean, he was in a berserker rage at this point. He could have easily hurt himself. Okay, I like that. Let's take a look at his Nemesis cards real quick. Oh yeah, that makes sense. We got Primal Instincts. It's 3 per player. I mean, we all have difference of opinions. My opinion is I do not like per players in that black box. I prefer static in that black box, and then the per player in the response part in the white box. That's just me. I feel most of the official content also goes by that, so if it was me, I would probably change that to 4 and then, you know, place whatever. So after Sabretooth, so this one is after Sabretooth heals any amount of damage, place 1 threat here. So it is a little different than others. I still, 6 threat right off the bat does seem pretty high if you're playing in a 2-player game. But that's actually about on par. Figure most of them are 4 and then gain 1 threat per player. So that would be 6 also. So this is fine 1-2 player. I think when you get to 3-4 player, this doesn't scale properly. So that's just me. I would probably change that, but I think it works in the 1-2 player. I don't think it's very healthy in the 3-4 player. Alright, let's take a look at Sabretooth. So whenever Sabretooth heals, you place a threat here. And then this is draw an extra bad stuff. Cool. Sabretooth, minion, 1-3-6. That's a lot of health. Brotherhood mutant, force interrupt. When Sabretooth activates, heal 2 damage from him. So every turn he's healing 2 damage. That's a lot of health with a heal. You might be able to one-shot him, but it's gonna be rough, which is what you want. He is a nemesis minion. You want it to be rough. That 3 attack is really rough, especially since he has more attack than Wolverine. I don't have an opinion yet. I think this one I'd have to see it, and it's rare to see these. Like, I just don't see a lot of shadows pop up. Alright, let's take a look here. Birthday surprise. Alright, when revealed, remove from the game 1 card at random from your hand. That's evil. Random is evil. There's a reason why most Magic cards don't say random anymore. It's evil. But, let's give it a try. And then boost, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Now, me personally, I would love to see this switch to non-random. Either discard a card from your hand, or, and something else. Or discard 2 cards of your choice. And I'd probably keep the boost as discard 1 card of your choice, and then just give it an extra damage on the boost icon. An extra boost icon. But, it's probably fine. Random scares me because I know how abusable random is. Okay, let's take a look at these two are the same. So, Bloodthirst, Treachery, when revealed, Sabretooth attacks your hero, heals 1 damage from him for each damage dealt this way. If Sabretooth is not in play, the villain attacks you. That's really interesting and really good. So, if Sabretooth's in play, if you don't one-shot him, he's pretty much going to full heal almost and then hit you pretty hard. If he's not in play, the villain gets to attack you again. So, I like that. This is a great way to not put Surge on every damn card you make. So, this has an alternate... So, most of the time you see Surge on a card, it's because it has an effect that may or may not happen. So, they put Surge on it in case this doesn't happen, you still get a bad card. Because there's no freebies in this world. With this, if it doesn't happen, instead of surging, the villain attacks you. I like this a lot. This is ingenious. This is really good. I'd like to see more from the officials like this versus just slapping Surge as a crutch on everything. Okay, so that is his nemesis pile. Let's take a look at his cards. And of course, I will play just a quick run through with Rhino. So his ally is Jubilee. 2 for 1/1/2. I like 2 costing allies. I really like 2 costing allies. She doesn't take damage for thwarting, consequential damage for thwarting, but her force response is when Jubilee would scheme, discard Jubilee. So if you switch over to Logan, you're gonna lose Jubilee. Interesting. That is very interesting combination. Now, there are some things that you might want to think about as a side grade, is instead of discarding Jubilee, making Jubilee go back to your hand. This would give you the option to pitch her or play her out for another 2. But as she stands, this should be fine. Because you have to make that choice to go back into Logan. But there is an alternative. You could just make her bounce back to hand and then cost you more resources to keep her around. But let's give her a try this way. Remember, this is all just my initial thoughts of what I'm looking at. I have played this before, but it's been a while, so this is good. Okay, we got 2 Berserker Rage. 0 attack, superpower, hero, action, attack. Exhaust Wolverine and discard 1 card from your hand for each minion engaged with you. Okay, so say there's 3 Ultron bots, you would have to discard 3 cards. Deal damage to the villain and each minion engaged with you equal to your attack. Okay, it's a Wrath of God style effect or board wipe. I like that. Yeah. Is there any changes I would make to that? I think it's fine the way it is. If you were to make changes to this, you could make it so that way exhaust Wolverine and discard X cards, and then deal damage to X different targets. X is equal to the number of cards you discarded. So you don't have to do a full board. You could do, just a villain, or you could do just 2 minions and not hit the villain. But I think it's fine the way it is. This is fine. If you were looking at tweaking, that could be a tweak that you could look at. Okay, cellular regeneration. Cost 0. That's nice. 0 cost event. Action. Heal 2 damage from Logan or Wolverine. Draw a card. Okay, that's fine. The only thing that I would probably change here is the wording Logan and Wolverine. I'd probably just make that from your identity. Shortens up the words. Logan and Wolverine aren't confusing because, it is both his names. But for consistency with the official products, you probably would say heal 2 damage from your identity and draw. Because who knows? Maybe whatever. It works. I understand it. Most people probably understand it. If you want to clear up the wording a little bit, maybe make that identity. Okay, risky maneuver. Cost 1 event, thwart. Hero action thwart. Remove 1 thwart from a scheme and discard up to 5 cards from the encounter deck. For each treachery card discarded this way, remove an additional one additional threat from that scheme. Okay, so cost 1, and I get to remove a threat. That's great. I can choose 5, I could choose 4, I could choose 1, I could choose none. And then I mill the encounter deck, and each treachery, that's not including attachments, minions, gives me an additional threat. So I would probably do the 5 most of the time, unless there's only like 2 threat on there, then I would probably do like 2 or 3. So advantage, you get rid of threat. Disadvantage, you're milling the enemy's deck, which will make a acceleration token show up a lot more. That's really good design right there. I really like that design. I think this is a great card. I'd actually love to see this card be a justice, just like a justice aspect card in the official product, because that is a very, very good card. It has consequences. It has, advantages. I like that. That's a well-designed card. Alright, looks like we get 3 X slashes. Okay, cost 2, event. Hero action, deal damage equal to the enemy up to a maximum of 8, equal to double your attack. So it would be 4 damage as of right now. Obviously, I'm sure there's ways to improve your damage, maybe like an aggression or something like that. But there's a limitation or to make sure it doesn't get out of hand by putting to a maximum of 8. So if it was just 8, that would be the same as spinning web kick, 2 for 8, or 3 for 8, or whatever. I think this is fine. It requires you to work on your hero more, so maybe get this ability off once, gets you up to 3. Now you're doing 6 damage. I'm assuming his claws are going to be in here, which will probably give him +1 damage, so that brings him up to 4, which will get you to that maximum of 8. It's just going to take some work. I like a card like this because it fits with the rest of the heroes, damage card. They're 2 or 3 costs for 5 to 8 damage or whatever. That works. There is 3 of them, so that might be the only real issue you see, is that most official products don't run 3 of any card, and if they do, it's a very special card for that character. And maybe X-Slash is a very special card for that character. I like it. I think it's good. I will definitely enjoy using that. I probably wouldn't change anything on that, and I would probably keep the 3 myself. Okay, Logan Files. +1 support. Alter Ego action. Okay, so cannot be used while you're Wolverine. Exhaust Logan Files. Return 1 card at random from your discard pile to your hand. If that card has a printed mental resource, take a damage. Okay, so this is like your city, Stark Tower, agent, basement, whatever. But instead of drawing a card, you're taking a random card from your discard pile. So that could mess with you if you ain't got any cards in your discard pile, but what's the odds of that? You can always discard a card for a resource. Hell, you had to probably, I mean, if you're doing it on the same turn you brought this out. So that's fine. I like that. It is random. So I think this design wants it to be random though, because there's that chance of taking damage. I like that. I would, when I look at these alter ego action support cards, the first thing I say to myself, would I flip over to my alter ego just to use this card? And I would not. So that means the card's balanced, because if you would flip over just to use that one card, it's probably too good. So I like the card. I think it's fine. Acute Senses. Cost 3, it's an upgrade superpower response. After you reveal an encounter card, exhaust Acute Senses. If that card is a minion, you untap Wolverine. If it's a side scheme, you remove one threat from it. Now I'm assuming what he means here is that side scheme would come into play first, and then you would remove the threat from that side scheme. Might need a little clarification on those, because it's okay, after you reveal. So yes, never mind. After we looked at the full card again, after you reveal, so after you reveal it, you immediately put it into play, and then you would remove one threat from it. Okay. And I believe you would resolve all your when revealed effects first before this. Okay, Treachery. Draw a card. Okay, I really like that last one. Card draw's good. I like the Ready Wolverine, but let's be honest, you're not going to be defending with Wolverine a lot, so the odds that you'll ever untap him with this card is lower. Side seems cool. It does cost 3, so this is going to take a good portion of your turn to play. So, I don't know. I really like that last ability. The other two are kind of just meh for me. Which I think is probably a good thing. Otherwise, it'd probably be too good. Now, if I was making a Wolverine defense deck, which honestly, you could do with a 1-2-2. You could make defensive Wolverine. And it's all about healing. That's all you do. It's not about the plus defense. It's about the healing your damage back. Yeah, I think that's a good card to throw in a different way of playing him. And honestly, just being able to draw an extra card after a Treachery is huge. Alright, here we go. 2 cost upgrade, Antimentium Claws. Weapon. Wolverine gets +1 attack. Interrupt. When Wolverine attacks an enemy, exhaust the claws. You may discard a tough status from that enemy. Whew. That's a good card. I mean, I'm not going to lie. That is a good card. So, 3 cards out of hand to do this, to put it in play. But you do get the +1, which brings you up to 3. With his ability, you can get up to 4 for that X-Slash. And to be able to... Now, there are some stipulations here. First, Wolverine has to attack. And he has to attack the enemy with Tough. You can't just attack the minion and pull Tough off the boss. So Wolverine has to attack first. Then you have to exhaust the claws, which doesn't do anything but makes it so we can't use like a mean swing on this if you're going to use this ability too. So that makes some interesting choices that the player has to make, so I like that. Also looks like it's only a 1-of, which I also really like. Most of these decks have 2 claws in them. I like that it's just a 1-of. In a 40 card deck means you're not going to get it early. He doesn't have a way to just pull it out of the deck. So I like that hunting for this card versus like Captain America, just get my shield. Thor, just give me my hammer, you know. I like this better. I don't like it when you just tutor for your weapon right off the bat. It makes the characters a little stronger than they should be. This is good, although I know a lot of people would prefer him to start with the claws. In fact, I bet you if I look up here, search for claws. Okay, so one of them has the claws, search for claws, and one of them doesn't. Okay. So that's nice. I like it this way, but I could see people advocating for, you know, putting the clause in opening hand. Let's take a look at. So we got 2 of these. Okay. Cost 1 upgrade. Wolverine gets +2 defense. It is not unique, so you can have 2 of them in play. Forced response. Okay, it's a forced response attack. After Wolverine defends, maybe this should be changed a little bit to defend instead of attack. Alright, so after Wolverine attacks, discard the enhanced reflexes. Deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to Wolverine's attack. Okay, I see where he's going from here. Getting that +2 defense would be so freaking nice. But the moment you use it, it's gone. So that's why they're not unique. Otherwise, they'd have to be unique, and you could only have one of them if they stayed around. Alright, I like that. That works for me. I have no changes on that. Although it would be kind of nice if it wasn't a forced response, if it was a choice. Well, no, because then you could have them both in play. Yeah, nope. It has to be a forced response. Okay. So, we're just gonna quickly make this. I mean, we're pretty proficient at making Quake. Or Justice. So, we'll do Quake, Coulson. Probably put in 2 of those because they're so good. Still not a fan of this card. I think it costs too much. I like to put in 1 Spycraft because Coulson is a spy and you can search for it out of the graveyard. I like to put in 1 of those. I don't think I need. I will put in 1 Great Responsibility. And probably 2 for Justice. Again, I think this costs too much. And then we'll grab our card. Also, if you don't know, you can't stack cards anymore unless they're relatively close to the same size. So, you'll need to use your plus and minus keys a lot more than you used to. Anyway, we might have to go back to that pile. We didn't grab a lot out of there. Yeah, definitely. No, I'm not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. You know what? Yeah, because of Wolverine's ability, I think we are going to grab 2 of those, but only 2. A couple more spies. Definitely the Avengers Mansion. You know what? I'm going to do 1 Mansion, 1 Helicarrier, 1 Coin Carrier. Definitely these. Okay. Definitely going to put a downtime in there because you get the free heal. And definitely going to increase his hit points a little bit too. So I might... We might add more of those in there. And I don't think we need these. It's not an Avenger, so... Okay. Yeah, so we need 2 more cards. There we go. God, tabletop, please stop doing updates. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You keep breaking things. Alright. Okay, let's throw the obligation in there. Now, when I test decks, usually I test against Claw, but for these custom contents, I always do against Rhino. I think we'll just to make it short and sweet. So we're not here to really test how hard or good this is. We're here to show you the sequence of events. Okay. Starting hand is 6. 6. Also, if you want to know how I keep my cards up, menu, configuration, interface, miscellaneous settings, hand view. Yes, you want that, but it's going to be set like here. Bring it all the way back up to 100. Again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Alright, well, let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay, this early in the game, I'm going to get rid of these. Draw 3 more. Yeah, not great. Okay. So, flip that over. Put in our obligation. We put in Bomb Scare. Yes, we did. Okay. What are we going to do here? Well, let's get this out first. And do we want to keep Mockingbird for later? Do we want to keep that? I think we want to keep the heal. Put a surveillance on there, because that is very important. Okay. So, here's a choice we're going to run into. We can flip over to Wolverine and attack for 2, and that's all we get. We're going to get hit back. Now, yep, that's the choice. Because otherwise we stay in this form. We would get to draw an extra card. Or 2 extra cards. Yeah, we're going to stay in Logan. So, his turn. So we draw 5 cards. Alright, his turn, 1 threat. He's going to scheme for 3. 2, 3. And bad stuff. Okay. Gets +1 attack. Wonderful. Okay, on to our turn. We'll get the claws out. Discarding the Nick Fury. And the Endurance. Yeah. Oh, hang on. That's good. Tough choices here. We can go for the risky business, get some of that threat work down, or we can go for the Jubilee. So, that is really tough. Let's grab a marker here. And as always, I like to start at 0. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what the best choice is here. Let's take a look here. You know, we're going to go for the risky business. Sorry, Jubilee. Play risky business. We're going to choose 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That was terrible. So we removed 2. Should have gone with the Jubilee. Yeah. We're going to swing in for 2. And we're going to use one of those to untap him. He doesn't get the +1 because we didn't defeat the enemy. Well, oh, I am so sorry. He does get +1. So he should be at 11. Forgot we had the claws out. Attack again for 3. 2, 3. Okay, that's our turn. I'm going to keep this in my hand. So we draw. Oh, one more card. Okay, his turn. +1. Just going to swing in and attack us. We're going to take it. It's going to be for 2, 3, 4. No, bad stuff? You're confused. Wonderful. Should be fine. Okay, to us. Okay, first thing, solar generation. Heal 2 and draw a card. I want that out. And I want the acute out to test that out. Okay. Attack for 2. And then I think we're good. So untap. And we'll draw 5. Okay, he gains 1. Getting dangerous there. Although it is +4. So he's going to attack us for 2, 3. We're going to defend for 4. Okay, we don't take any damage. This goes away, and we immediately attack him back for 3 damage. 3. But we are tapped. Okay. Bad stuff. It is an attachment, which does not have... Of course it doesn't. That's how it works, right? Okay. Wonderful. Our turn. Okay. I'll play the Logan files. Now I'm going to play the recovery. The reason why is because I'm going to flip over to Logan. Because I don't want to take that charge damage right this moment. And this will allow us to ready up. We got plenty of time still. Alright, I think that's our turn. We'll draw 5. Okay, +1 there. Minion's going to scheme for 1. We're not doing so good here, guys. Okay, bad stuff. Alright, so here's some wording issues. I'm going to choose the second one. My attack is 0 because I'm not Wolverine, and it doesn't say as Wolverine. So I can choose to literally take no damage. That's not the spirit of what the card is given, but with the wording it is. Because let's take a look at somebody else's obligation real quick. Okay, exhaust, yep, and then give the main scheme. So, most other people's obligation. Discard a preparation you control with the highest cost. If you cannot, this card gains surge and discard. See, this should gain surge. So let's do that. So this should say, if no damage is dealt, this card gains surge. Holy fuck, I'm dead if he attacks. I think we're dead now. I don't think we can survive that. Yes, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage. We'd have to be at full health and he'd have to not get a boost. Yeah, I think we're dead. I don't think we can beat him. Not with 2 charges on him like that. Now, if we were getting the charges at a separate time, we can heal up through it. So like this, heal. He untaps. Tap that. Random card from our discard pile. Goes into our hand. It is not a mental card. Also, would like to see attachments on this list too. Okay. I don't know how to win this. I don't think we can win this, honestly. We'll have to flip there. Risky business. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that one was way better than the last one. Okay. An X slash for 6. Ooh, no, not yet. Attack. That's 6. So now he hits even harder. Wonderful. And he's at 15. We'll pay the 1. Untap him. Okay. X slash for 6. 5, 6. X slash for 6. Oh my god, did we do it? So 6. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Holy crap, we did it. Wow. And then swing in because of the claws. I'm at 3. Oh my god. Well, this was Rhino easy, but that is a lot of output on damage with those X slashes. Yeah, maybe there should only be 2 in the deck. But I don't know what else you would pump through. Like, would you go ahead and add in? I mean, and they're just so good, and they're really his damage card. But I just got lucky and drew 2 of them. I guess you could go up to 3 of those, but I'd still rather have the 3X slash. Okay, well, hey, tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think it should be 2 X slashes and 3 regenerations, or keep the 3 X slashes and just realize I got damn lucky? Because let's take a look. Gains 1, attacks 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, I would have died. So maybe I just got damn lucky. Also, he got damn lucky by getting the second one out there. Because this, I could have took that. Let's see here. 3, 6, 7, 8. Flip over, heal 7. No, 5. Untap. Heal 5. That's why his untap ability is so good, because you can double his healing if you want to really commit to that. Yeah. I don't know. Tell me if I got lucky or if that was just awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment down below on what you think should be changed. Have a wonderful day. As what I think, I'm pretty happy with the way it is. I like the set. This is my favorite Wolverine set. Mainly because it has the risky businesses in it. I like the threat removal. I like the defense. I like that he's very versatile versus being just all about the attacky. Thank you guys.